Okay guys, so here's what we're going to do. Crow Park holds an estimated 82,300 people when full. During a football match, reporter estimates the stadium is 40% full. You can do this two ways. The first way to do it is to multiply by 40 over 100. You can also do that by multiplying it by 0.4. Either way, you're going to get 40%. What is 40%? 30. What is the answer for that then, guys? Was it 32,920 first though, wasn't it? And then you're asked 32,920 wouldn't get you full marks because you asked correct nearest 100 people, so you get 32,900. Once you have this, you're good. Doesn't matter what came before. Okay, guys, this is an interesting one now. I gave this to some other people recently, and they didn't like it too much, right? So when you go out on a when you go out and buy a meal, you usually put in a service charge. Okay, the service charge 10%. So you get your €128, and you multiply it by 1.1. What does 1.1 actually do? Right, I'll show you a little trick here, right? If you multiply something by 1.1, you increase it by 10%. When you multiply something by 1.2, you're increasing the bill by 20%. When you multiply it by 1.5, you increase the bill by, if you multiply it by 1.05, 5%. That's, see, 1.5 would be 50% because it's technically 50. What about 1.23? You're increasing the bill by 23%. 1.03, 3%. Yes, right. And then it's like timesing it by 110 and dividing by 100. Okay, so when I multiply 128 by 1.1, all what I'm doing is adding on 10%. Some of you might have done that slightly differently, but did everybody agree that it should cost you €140.80? Okay, that's how much it should cost you. How many people are we dividing that amongst? 8 people, so that's divided by 8. And that's €17.60 a person. Would you agree with that? Now, he's saying do €15 per person. Is that a good estimate? No. Why is it not a good estimate? It is not enough, as it is €2.60 short per person. Another estimate would be a good estimate would be to round that up to €18, and that will answer part B. Can you suggest a better estimate? Yes, €18. Reason: €18 per person is bigger than €17.60 a person, and is a nice round number, and is a whole number which is easy to make, and is rounded off to the nearest euro. Any questions on that? Okay, stop there. Find the next 3 terms. Goes up by 3, goes up by 3. Next one: 11, 14, and 17. Goes down by 4, goes down by 4. 4, 0, minus 4. Goes, oh, this one: 1 squared, 2 squared, 3 squared, 4 squared. You see that? What's the next one? 5 squared. Next after that? 6 squared, and after that? 7 squared. Did everybody spot the squares? Yes. Barry's way. So Barry found no pattern starting off. So what Barry did was he said, look, 3, 5, and 7, and then he realized there's a small pattern here, It's the differences of the difference would make it. Goes up into twos, doesn't it? So the next one should be. Oh, sorry, just give me a second. That would be 9, 11, and 13. So the next gap is 16 plus 9, which is 25. 25 plus 11, 36 plus 13. Is that what you did? Yeah, same thing. This means if it's the differences of the differences, guys, that means it's a quadratic expression because the second differences are the same. If the first differences are the same, it's a linear. So the first two are linear and the third one is quadratic. Yes, aren't? It is. Now, the first 8 Fibonacci numbers are 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. Fibonacci numbers are found by adding the two previous numbers to get the next one. 5 was found by adding 2 and 3. 8 was found by adding. So how did we find 8, guys? 8 was found by doing what? Adding 3 and 5. 13 was found by 5 and 8. So therefore the next number will be, which is 21. And after that, 34 when you add them two together. And after that, 55 when you add the 21 and the 24 and the 34 together to get 55. Everybody right with that? Okay. In a number pyramid, you can add two numbers in the lower blocks to fill the number in the block above. So, okay. So, 15, yeah? This one plus this one? 21. This one here? 5, 16. This one here? This one here? This one here? 73, okay? You just add them together and build your way upwards, yeah? Okay. These ones here. 5 times 3, 4 times 5. 15 plus 20 equals 35. Everybody happy with that? We good? Okay. 3 squared plus 5 squared. Sorry? 9 plus 25 equals 34. Next one after that, you have to show the steps. Yeah? You have to show that you put the numbers in and then you can show the answer. Okay? What about the next one? 5 times 3a? 15a. 5 times 4b? Minus 20b. What can? This one here? X times x? This one here, b part 2? Yeah. X times x? X squared. X times minus y? Oh, sorry, yeah, different question. So part A separate from part B. Does that make sense? Part A is separate from part B. Y times x? xy, or yx is the same as xy. Y times y? Y squared. Anything cancel? Anything cancel here, guys? And what are you left with? X squared plus y squared, by the looks of it. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah. Now, C, factorize. What can you take out of this? It's 4xy. And what does 6x squared y squared mean? It means 6xxyy. Everybody happy with that? What numbers can you take out from 4 and 6? What divides into them, Ryan? 2. What letters do they have in common? 1x and 1y. 2xy. What goes in the brackets then? 2 minus 3xy. How would you check if you're right? Multiply it out again. 2 times 2? 4xy. 2 times 3? 6. And then x by x? X multiplied by x? And then the y multiplied by the other y? And you have the same thing, don't you? How many people got that one out? This one here. We good. Well done. What about the next one? What can you take out the first two? Oran. Oran. A, and what are you left with? Yes. And here? Into? Minus y. To finish it off, Joaquin. Anybody else? Ryan. A plus B, 2x minus y. In maths, when the two numbers are the same, see this one and this one? They're exactly the same. You can put them into this bracket here. And then the numbers that are outside, the A and the B, they go in this bracket together. If you aren't sure where we got this from, you could always multiply it back out. Now what happens when you multiply it back out again? It's A times the second bracket plus B times the second bracket. It's technically the same thing as A times 2x. That's it there, yeah? A times minus y. That's that one there. B times 2x is that one there. And B times y, that one there. So it's the same thing. You can see that, can you? It's the same thing up there. Okay, so you can get rid of that, and your answer is, that's your answer. Everybody right with that? Okay. Now, factorize. What number comes in front of the x? Minus 1x. It's technically x squared minus 1x minus 12. Now, what's the reference number? Reference number, anybody? Minus 12. What two numbers will multiply to give you minus 12, but they'll add to give you minus 1? Okay, 2 times 6 won't work. Kenny? 3 and 4. Which one should be minus and which one should be plus? Minus 4 plus 3. Because minus 4 plus 3 gives you the minus 1 you want. You want minus 1. So minus 4 plus 3 is minus 1. When you have a negative reference number, lads, what has to happen? One of them has to be negative and the other one has to be positive. Okay? So that's a negative reference number. So you're going to have x plus 3 and x minus 4. You can also have x minus 4 brackets, x plus 3. Do you remember doing them? Okay, it has been a while though, hasn't it? Okay, how'd you solve this question then? Use the last answer and then it equals 0. Yeah. Either the first number equals 0 or the second number will be 0. X equals minus 3, x equals 4. How many people got those ones out? Okay, let's do this. Now, Claudia tests the knowledge of her two younger sisters. Claudia says that the sum of two consecutive numbers is 35. Anna answers that there are 20 and 15. Laura says 17 and 18. Which sister is right? Any answers? Lauren is right because Lauren is right. Reason? 17. Consecutive numbers means to come after each other, one after the other. While 15 and 13, or say 15 and 20, aren't. We good with that? Claudia says when 8 is added to 3 times a number, the result is 47. Anna works out the correct answer, which is 13. Show one method Anna could have used to get the answer correctly. Now, we don't know the answer, do we? So let x be the number. What's 3 times the number? Oh, sorry. When 8 is added to 3 times the number. So what's 3 times the number? No, 3 times x, which is 3x. After you do that, what happens next? plus 8. And what's the answer equal to? And then what you do next? Equals 47 minus 8. 47 minus 8 is 39. X equals 13. I reckon you did it this way, Ocean, did you? Alright. Another way to do it would be 47 take away 8. 39. And then 3 times that number is 39, so you divide it by 3 to get 13. I actually do the same thing here, believe it or not. Remember I brought the 8 over the other side, and I said 47 minus 8. There's your 47 minus 8 right there. I'm doing exactly the same thing. And then I said 3x equals 39. Then I divided it by 3. There's your dividing by 3 right there. We're actually doing the same thing. Just you're not aware of it. That it's the same stuff. Now, who got 13 the other day? What about you, Charlie? Now guys, simultaneous equations are based on the following. Simultaneous equations are based on that when you have a balanced equation, if you have something like this, 5 plus 2 equals 7, and below that you have, I don't know, 10 minus 4 is 6. Everybody happy with that? Are those two equations balanced? Does one side equal the other side? Now, what happens when you add directly down? 15 minus 2 equals 13. And that's how simultaneous equations work. When you add or subtract two balanced equations, they result in a balanced equation. So what we're going to do, think of it like you know when you're defending channels in rugby, do you know the 12 channel, the 10 channel? Imagine that it's like this, and you only interact with somebody that's in your channel. So what you can do is this: you can look at the X has a channel, the Y has a channel. So this is the X channel right here. That's the Y channel, and that's the number channel. Okay. Now add them together, and what happens? 5x plus 3x, 8x. What's you can't see it because I sort of blanked out there at the channel. Plus 2y minus 2y. Cancel. 30 plus 2, and that's what you have. Okay, and then divided by 8. X equals 4. How many people got x equals 4? Only Ryan and Kenny. Good man. Okay. Now, what we're going to do next is we have to find out the y value. Anybody tell me how to find the y value? Yes, Ryan. Either equation. Okay. Ryan picked the second equation. And what you get then, Ryan? 3 multiplied by 4, which is 12, yeah. Equals 2, yeah. Yeah. Minus 12. Oh, sorry. I'd multiply both sides by minus. I'd multiply both sides by minus just to avoid any mistakes, and then I'd divide it by 2 to get 5. That right? 4, 5. Anyone get 4, 5? 4, 5? Okay. So 2, 4. Okay. I just like completion. 2, 4 is here. 3, 6 is there. It's a straight line, isn't it? Yeah. 5, 10. Yeah. Okay. So what happens is 2 turns to 4. 3 turns into 6. Do you understand? The x value of 2 creates a y value of 4. An x value of 3 turns in a y value of 6. An x value of 5 gives me a y value of 10. What's going on there? Now, f of x is the y value. Y equals 2 times x. Or f of x equals 2x. Does that make sense? Your y value is 2 times your x value for every point. Yeah. On your diagram A, plot and label two other couples that could get the same rule. Make up a number. Pick on any number you want that we haven't used yet for x. If you pick x equals 6, y has to be double it, which makes it 12. If you pick x is 10, what's y? 20. 7, 14, you name it. Okay guys, complete the following table function. I'm going to go to my calculator. I'm going to enter this function in here. How much time do I have? Okay, I'm doing alright. Now, here we go. Where do I start? Where do I start? Minus 2. Where do I end? 4. What's my step? Why is it 1? See, it's going down in ones, isn't it? So if that was going down in 0.5s, what would my step be? 0.5. 1. Look at my numbers. Minus 2, 8. Minus 1, 2. So somebody tell me what to fill in here. 2. That, yeah. And then my points. 1, 2. 0 minus 2, yeah. 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 4, 2. Everybody happy enough with that? Okay. Draw this one now, is it? It's the same. It's the same one, isn't it? Okay. Just give me a sec. Do I need to draw? I'll quickly draw it, will I? I'll just. Here, I'll take that with me. That'll help. And then minus 2, 8, yeah? Okay. So, it's just important that we draw these properly. So, what we have is this here. And what was the other point I'm missing out on? 2, 8, was it? 2, 8. So, minus 2, 8, excuse me. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to go as high as 8. And what's my lowest value? It's actually going to be slightly below minus 4. Because you remember what I told you? You never go straight down, and you never go straight across. See the way you'd have to go straight across? You actually have to curve it slightly underneath and back up again. That makes sense? So here's what you're going to do. You're going to draw your curve like so, and cross like so. I have to go all the way up to 4, so I'm just going to skew it this side. Okay, on this axis I'm going to go up every 2. Is that alright? And the other axis, I'll do the same thing. Okay, and then on the bottom one, as low as minus 4, was it? Minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Lucky for me, I can't really make mistakes on this, so it's as far as minus 5, right? Yeah, no, but I'm saying it dips underneath it. So what's my first point? Minus 2, 8, yeah? That one there. Next one? Yeah. 0 minus 2. Yeah. 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 And 4, 2. Now look at this, guys, okay? So you drew, it's not going to be the work of art I'd hope it'd be. Let's do a bit more like that. Okay. Now, this part here, see the way I don't go straight across? See the way I bend it slightly underneath and then come back up again? That's important. Regard your marks. You have to excuse me, that's not my best work I've ever done, but it's meant to be a smooth curve. A bit more like, it's hard to do with this. Something like that. Okay, now, 15 for the win. Uh, Alex's journey. He goes in about a journey Alex made on his bicycle. He set off on his journey. How long did he wait before setting out? Well, he didn't move for 5 minutes, so we're going to say 5 minutes. What was Alex's highest speed during the journey? This is speed here. No, just 20 kilometers an hour. If you look at this, this actually says kilometers per hour. So the actual y-axis is speed. So what did everybody say? 20 kilometers an hour? 20 kilometers per hour. And finally, for what length of time did Alex travel at his highest speed? For how long did he spend at 20 kilometers an hour? Starts here at 25 and ends at, which gives me 10 minutes. How far did Alex travel at the highest speed? No, lads, wait 1 second, okay? 1 second. He travels distance equals speed multiplied by time. He went 20 kilometers an hour for 10 minutes. That's 10 minutes out of 60. So if you multiply 20 by 10 minutes out of 60, or a sixth of an hour, you'll find that he did 3.33 kilometers. Okay, guys.